Hello, my name is Elizabeth DeVries, and I do a variety of things. I guess we all do. We're all jacks of many trades. And if you notice the camera bumping up and down, I'm sorry about that. The cat is bathing herself luxuriously, and we all have to go along with cats. You know how cats are. Anyway, my name's Elizabeth DeVries. I used to write an evolutionary astrology column for a well-known arts and entertainment magazine for about 17 years. I love what I call evolutionary astrology, which is very linked to the reasons for why our soul came here and what are going to be our deepest soul challenges. Why did we choose that mother? Why did we choose that father or those siblings? What is it? What is the intention of our soul in this life? Where does it want to end up? What are the gifts that it came in with from other lives that has built them up? For example, look at a Mozart. He comes in and he's composing at age 4. Obviously, that is a soul that had developed that genius and that musical sensitivity and that capability to transport from the imagination onto the paper, the notes and the realms of thought and the different instruments and all of that, that had to have been built up through many lives. So what are your gifts? What is in your chart? I would often look at your south node. I would look at Jupiter. I would look at your what is working with Jupiter. What is blessing you with Jupiter? Are there aspects to your personality that you have to meet those challenges first? Often in our first 45 years of life, we have not yet moved into the deeper understanding of the soul purpose. We have pulls, we have passions, we have desires to express in certain ways. But in our mid-40s, we often talk about it like the midlife crisis. It's a phenomenal time to reassess our life and to take a good hard look at the areas in our life where we really royally screwed up. And how can we go back, either make reparations for that or learn from that or not repeat habitual patterns of behavior that have been self-destructive? So I find that mid-40s seems to be the period when we move into what I call the North Node calling of the soul. Let's go express there in this lifetime. And so you look at the North Node, it's the sign it's in, you look at the degree it is, you look at the house it's sitting in, and it will give you an absolutely beautiful opening to your own soul's deepest longing of where it wished to end up. You don't always start there. You often start where you were, and then you head to where you're going to end up. Also, the fascinating part of astrology is, why did I choose that mother? Why did I choose a mother that I knew was going to be a bad mother, or in terms of what we consider to be a good mother? Or why did I choose a harsh father? Or why did I choose a genius father? Etc., etc. Or why did I choose the abandonment of one of my parents? We chose it. And the other thing that's very interesting is it shows the lineage of the soul and what we came from. It also shows our soul progresses daily. So how adjustable are we? Hey, come here. Come on, sweetie. Come here, love. Down, please. Just 1 second. Get down, love. Come to mom. We're not going to do that right now, okay? We're not doing that. This is Mrs. Big John. He's my love button. He's just a big guard dog. And right now there's a guy going down the street that's old with a walker and a chihuahua, and he's barking to protect me, so you can see how wise he is. anyway, so astrology to me has been a great door opener to self-understanding, not going around and telling everybody else who they are and that I'm the big expert on who they are, because that's going to also be my personal interpretation of somebody's chart. I do say, though, that with astrology, the more I grow in intuition, the more I grow in my capacity to understand myself and to own my own stuff, the better astrologer I become. And intuition does enter into astrology in that there's a myriad of messages within an astrological chart. You could spend hours analyzing somebody's chart and just scratch the surface. So where intuition comes in when I'm about to give a reading to a new client is I ask my spirit, where is the part of the chart that they're having a challenge with right now, and how can I best help them to overcome that challenge? So astrology is a wonderful tool, and there are so many tools of self-healing, because really and truly, my deepest soul intent every day, for example, I went down to my healing room this morning and I said, soul, I give it over to you today. I want to expand from where I was yesterday. I want to grow. I want to look at where I went off my chart of, no, BJ, no, come. I want to expand beyond and not be rigid about my patterns. I want to shift my patterns if they're not serving me. Now, obviously, we have good patterns and we have bad patterns of behavior, but the body really listens. It really listens to our fluidity. If we flow with things, if we flow with life, if we flow with all those changes around us and all those changes taking place within us, if we listen to those and transmute our own stubbornness, our own rigidity of sticking in a certain way of being, our body will benefit. Our emotional body will benefit. Our thought forms will become more fluid and less judgmental, less negative, more positive. So when I give a reading, there are three things that I attend to in the reading. The first thing is someone always shows up from the other side, someone you loved, someone that loves you dearly, or somebody shows up that may have not been totally close to you, super important to you in this life, but they really are in soul life, in soul terms, and they may show up as a guardian or someone that's assisting you at this time in your life. The third thing is, I look at your astrology chart and my soul says, go to that part of the chart. That's where the real challenges are right now for this person. So I go there and I try to help with that. The fourth thing is, we work together with questions. You give me questions about what is troubling you at the deepest level. Often I will know that before you call me, and we'll start with that issue, because they'll say, when you must reassure him or her about this, because this is causing them great grief right now. The fourth part is just messages, just exquisite messages or visions that I see or encouragements. And my main goal as a reader, as an intuitive, as a priestess, is to really and truly help you to unveil yourself to yourself. It's not about creating a codependent relationship with you. The freer you become from me over time with our readings, the happier my heart is. Because then I know that you're not living off me, you're finding those answers within you, and you're becoming your own intuitive, your own wise guide, your own compassionate being. So I just wanted to go into that a little bit, and I also wanted to give us a card for the year of the snake. What is the gift of this snake slithering back into our lives every 12 years? And it is the sign of, oops, my dogs today are being kind of naughty. They're feeling all that Aquarius energy. Also, I must say, on the year of the snake today in the astrology chart, the Pluto is conjunct Mercury. So this is a very intuitive day. If you're getting messages today, take a good listen, a good deep listen. I got the cat back on the table, the dog wandering. I should have attended to that first, but they are part of me, so it goes with the territory here. So I'm asking for a card that would give direction for this coming year of the snake, the Chinese New Year of the snake. So the card I'm getting is the Man of Painting. Now these are William Blake's cards. They're one of my favorite decks because he did, we know the great William Blake, the poet, the mystic. He was also an artist. So all these pictures, he painted these, he sketched them, he drew them. He knew the anatomy of man. He felt the soul of man. This man is standing. It looks like he's walking on the top of spirals of energy. There are spirals here that he's walking over. He's looking down at them, and while he's looking down, he's in a specific vibration, and he's creating. So I think the snake for many of us is going to be, because we are so tired of politics and the world of what's wrong and the fires and the floods and the wars and all of that. It's not that we do not attend to those things, but there's a part of us right now that is fatigued by the outer world and the bombardment of new technology and AI. And there's all this stuff that the mind is just spinning with. And it's saying, let's this year ask ourselves, what is my creative gift? It could be photography, it could be growing plants, it could be baking, it could be working with numbers, it could be creative financing, it could be dance, it could be singing, it could be walking in the nature and just having a specific creative ability to commune with nature or to commune with animals. What is your creative gift? That is the gift of the snake. Think of a snake. It sheds a skin. It sheds the skin of its old way of being. And at first it feels a little raw, it feels a little uncomfortable, which is why it doesn't travel a lot when it's just shed its skin, until the skin thickens and gets a little harder. So it kind of stays at home and it redoes itself, it rejuvenates itself. Snake is one of the aspects of Scorpio. A Scorpio has 4 levels to it. It has the scorpion, then it has the snake, then it evolves into the eagle, and the final level of Scorpio, which comes from people that have really lived very tough lives, but they've learned to make their lemonade out of all the lemons of their life, and that is the phoenix. So this could be a phoenix year for our country, for our world. It could be a year of shedding skins of the old ways of how we did things, of ways that we thought, I've always done it this way. But look, it's not working. It's not working anymore. So my suggestion is stand in front of the mirror, look at yourself and say, I want to experience a new, deeper, more profound, more creative part of myself. and I want to explore myself, and I want to take risks with myself and find that renewed sense of passion within. So I'm going to end there. If you would like a reading with me, you can contact me at angelicmercy44@gmail.com. And my website is called angelicmercy.com, because to me, mercy is the greatest quality we can develop in human form. And I couple that with wisdom, and it boils down to those two words for me as to what I'm here to grow in and learn about and deepen and develop and become more ensouled by my divine soul. Just that I would wish that for you. God be with you. Let's celebrate this year of the snake with creative force, going within, finding our gifts. Thank you.